Families in our community are heartbroken.
And one day she just didn't answer her phone. We had to break her door down. And unfortunately, she had been gone for quite some time, overnight.
The culprit, drugs and addiction.
You know, we live in an area where drugs are prevalent. They're all around us. They're all around this church, all around the neighborhood. And as I told you before, I pick up needles in the alley and in the back parking lot just about daily.
They're starting young.
People in grade 7 through 12. And we asked them, where do you get prescription medications from?
And quickly progressing.
Ash didn't start out using heroin. She, was a lot of what, like a typical teenager. I hate to say that, but it's the truth. They party, and unfortunately, in that generation, Oxycontins and hydrocodone, they were readily available, and these kids had no idea what they were getting themselves into.
Earlier this evening, we dove into these stories and where it's all coming from. If you missed this part of the conversation, please catch up on our website, informnny.com. But now we turn to a question in the headlines. Should this stay criminalized?
Yeah, it should be. I do think it should be. These drugs are extremely dangerous. They're deadly. Once people get addicted, they stay addicted. Especially to things like fentanyl and heroin. They're addicted for life. And people are making a lot of money off the backs of the people that have these addictions. I think that's probably why we're seeing fentanyl in so many different drugs now, because the dealers are trying to get people addicted. They're trying to get them that physical addiction where they need the drug. And I think that if it's decriminalized, you're just going to end up with a black market, because the product is going to be taxed so much, with the way our government works, that there's still going to be an underground market for it. There's still going to be a very big black market. And I don't think you'll see a lot of people buying it legally. You're going to see a lot of people buying it illegally.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Because once again, I hear people talk about, if we decriminalize it and we make it legal, we can make it better. But from my experience, all that's doing is promoting people to use it. I can do it. I won't get arrested. I can go get clean needles. I can go get clean drugs, whatever. I don't see a deterrent in that, to be honest with you. I could be wrong, but as a recovered heroin addict, if I had those resources, or whatever back then, it would. Yes.
Almost all of them say that they detoxed in jail and that they don't want to have that experience again, and that it also opened their eyes to, I need to do something different with my life.
Absolutely, they should be put in jail. No questions asked. And I'd say that about my own kid. And people say, well, they're not the big drug dealers. I don't care. You better know your product if you're out there selling it, if it's gonna kill somebody. Because that's somebody's child. And whether you think they're what you think of addiction, it doesn't matter.
Now, a light at the end of the tunnel. Are we beyond the point of no return here? Is there hope?
I think there's always hope.
Hope. Hope. There's always hope, or I wouldn't be doing this job, right?
To give people hope. That's what keeps me going, is those success stories, those testimonies where people have really come out of that and they're doing great now. They're married now, they got kids, they have great jobs and things. I'm like, yes, yes.
I think that there is. I think that if you get enough like-minded individuals to change the way that we handle everything and to change the way the system is working, I think there is hope. I think that we can get people into treatment. And even if there isn't hope on a grand scale, if we can help one person change their life, then I can sleep at night.
For a list of resources on how you or someone you love can get help with substance abuse, please visit our website, informnny.com. What do you think Ash should say about what you're doing now?
Oh. She'd be so proud. Very proud. She'd be doing it with me.
We'll be right back with a special tribute.